To think that we moved to this country for some hot dogs and some baseball. We have better vibes, music, food, culture, history, literally all of the above. My name is Monse. I am from Mexico City and I moved to the US about 10 years ago. If you're a liberal baddie just like me, please leave a blue comment in the section because my comment section has been flooded by Republicans lately. I'm not really sure why I'm on here today. I think I have a lot on my mind. I want to rant. It's been a really hard week, so...
One thing that usually happens if someone says they're about to rant, either they're going to say the rawest or most deep philosophical thing that you've ever heard, or it's gonna be super extra spicy dumb shit.
Take what you want from this, I guess. I recently made a video about how even though in the US we can make more money and probably get better opportunities, we still don't think it's a better country compared to our home countries.
That's dumb. If there's better opportunity, better economic stability, there's too many things that the United States of America has going on better for itself than Mexico does. So objectively speaking, it is a better country.
Well, my comment sections are now flooded with people saying that a negative and a negative is a plus. So I am saying the US is better. People are saying I should go back to my country. People are saying that I should go up against the cartel and speak up.
And the comment where people tell you to go back to your country, I will only agree with it on one condition. If all you're doing is shitting on the country that you're in and saying somewhere else is better, then I absolutely agree. Go back to where you believe is better. It's equivalent to someone saying, Papa John's pizza is the best pizza, while they themselves are constantly eating pizza from Pizza Hut or Little Caesars. Is if you keep seeing them do that, how in the hell can they then tell you Papa John's better? Because most people would then say, why are you not eating that? If they then say, hey, well, the sauce and the cheese and the crust and the packaging is better at Little Caesars and at Pizza Hut, then you already know this person's dumb as hell. Because everything you just described, if that is better than the other, then it's clearly better than the other. It's just flat out dumb.
Again, in my own country so that I can have better wages in my own country and that I could just move back. And honestly, I was fighting these people in the comment sections for a really long time, but it just honestly became too much. I was kindly reminded this week that stupid, ignorant people do not want to learn, and we shouldn't spend our time and effort trying to teach these people.
So wait a minute, and I might be a little bit slow, but nothing that she said actually combats some of the comments that she just mentioned, that she just said, and why they don't make sense. So why won't you go and fight the cartel? But instead you over here protesting in the United States of America and you moved.
The reason why it's always better for people like her and her ilk to simply complain. Complaining is easier than solving the problem.
Here, why won't you go back to Mexico City? Why won't you actually advocate for higher wages and more industries to build in Mexico? Why won't you hold your legislators and your leadership accountable for who it is that you have in office and why they continue to support the Mexican cartels and not rooting out all of the crime and the issues and the problems? And why do they continue to allow for themselves to be taken advantage of by other countries in order to ship products into the United States of America? Why are y'all so interdependent on the United States of America? And why did you come here instead of advocating for your country to be back great again? Instead, you want to sit here and cause chaos and corruption. And, you know, she's sitting there talking about, oh, no, your country ain't nowhere near as good as ours. but she won't go back home. She won't actually embrace the thing that they running away from. And let's be clear, Mexico City is one of the better cities inside of Mexico. And trust me, I've been there. I've been to multiple different cities inside of Mexico, Central Mexico, the whole 9 yards, right? They won't go there. They won't stay there because it's not better than the United States of America, but she's feeling some type of way because everybody is getting on her ass. But let me, before we continue into this video, let me show you the original video so that some of you may not be familiar, some of you are. This is the more recent video that she's doing in response to all of the negative feedback and pushback that she's gotten from the culture that is basically saying, listen, you're not gonna come over here and talk shit about the United States of America and still think that we rocking with you. No, you just showed your true colors. So this was the original video that she posted, and this is why she got so much flack and feedback.
Let me hold your hand when I say this. We do not move to America because we think it's a better country. We move here because it's a little less worse than our other countries. Because you're
By definition, if you're saying something is a little bit less worse, that means that that thing is better.
stupid to think that we moved to this country for some hot dogs and some baseball. We have better vibes, music, food, culture, history, literally all of the above. We just moved here because we are looking to make more money and offer a better chance for our families. Did you know that the minimum wage a day, not an hour, a day in Mexico is not even 15 American dollars? Not even 15 American dollars.
Also, not only can you earn more money in the U.S. Suffers from less corruption, does have a better legal system, and if we're talking about food, with how many immigrants that are in the U.S., I challenge people on this, and I know that everyone will fight me on this, but this is super true. Because this is a nation of immigrants and settlers and whatever you want to say, that's one of the reasons why in the United States of America you will find the best food in the world. Period. Point blank. Let's go at it in the comments. You will be able to find food from all over the world that is immaculate, that is very well, because it's people from these other parts of the world who are bringing it here to the USA. I've traveled enough and I've been to enough countries, and I'm telling you that there are so many immigrant populations within the US that our food is really good because of that.
Did you know that the minimum wage a day, not an hour, a day in Mexico is not even 15 American dollars? Not even 15 American dollars. Right now with $15 in San Diego, I could go maybe buy a matcha and half of a granola bar, honey. If you support ICE, you support people getting destroyed, if you support families getting destroyed, I hope you rot in hell.
Because you and I know that 2 + 2 is 4, but if you're consistently trying to tell that to someone who thinks it's 5, they're never going to get it. I'm proud to see so many white people speak up. I've seen so many people that are in the military families, people that acknowledge their privilege speak up. And all I gotta say is thank you, because even though your voice isn't going to be spread all around the United States, someone is going to watch your video and say, these people look at me, maybe I should change the way I'm thinking. To the Latinos out there that are saying, oh, we came here legally, why are you coming here illegally? That's not fair, blah, 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 blah. How could you go against your own community? The community that also is coming to this country to have a better job, to have better opportunities, and most importantly, to be able to send back money at home, because we know the conditions at home are not that good.
They're here to take resources out of the American economy and send money back to Mexico.
Which, to me, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If you want to get resources and send it out to your family in other foreign nation, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But just don't shit on that country.
They are not hiding it. They are telling you They are very forthcoming with their intentions, with their mindset, with their disdain for the United States of America. They are rallying each other that are here legally and saying, why are you against your people? Even though they are committing crimes by coming against the border, and we need to siphon everything that we can out the United States of America and send it back home. So and I'm gonna play the rest of the video for all of the people that are here in Americans. I don't care if you're black, I don't care if you're a white apologist, because of course there's going to be people that feel guilty about the things that are, and yeah, we over that shit.
You have the white savior complex as well, though the thing that's most annoying and interesting at the same time, where it's one countries to my knowledge, I could be wrong, where hating on it is very popular, especially on one side of the political party. It is abundantly rich of people who hate America, and that's why the Democrat Party doesn't seem to be patriotic anymore, is because there is no praise for the country in itself, for its own accomplishments. And anytime there's any praise of America, they somehow feel that it's like xenophobic or any of the isms they want to call it. It's ridiculous.
Babe, let me hold your hand when I say this. You will never be one of them. Never. As someone that came to this country legally via a work visa, I cannot comprehend that argument. There is room for a lot of us, and no one is benefiting from the benefits unless you're an actual citizen. Because let me remind you, an illegal immigrant actually cannot benefit from these benefits because they don't have a social security number. So no tax returns, no applying for Medicaid, no food stamps, no.
They want social services. They want food stamps, Medicaid. They want healthcare coverage. They want all of this. This is crazy. Yo, this is insane. What are we watching here?
No getting any COVID reimbursements that we got a couple years back. None of that. To me, it's simple. The people benefiting from illegal immigrants are the actual citizens of the country, but people don't seem to understand that. And if you made it to the end of this video, thank you. Thank you for hearing me out. It's been a really tough week. I'm sending a big hug to all my liberal baddies out there. Don't stop fighting this fight because we could make a difference. We just need to make it right.
This person was put on some type of panel, whether it be, let's say, Piers Morgan or CNN or MSNBC. You would really quickly see them change their speech and say, no, I actually do love America. I just wish it was this or that or had this or that to be even better. Because these people who become citizens, because she's mentioned that she came here legally, I'm going to assume she's a citizen, don't know. Could she still be a green card holder or still on a visa? Maybe. But whatever it is that made her want to stay, which she's saying is the economic thing, she's still continually staying in the States. And I guarantee you that it's not just the money part. There's the legal part. They keep asking for this due process. You won't get that same type of due process in Mexico. But in the United States, that's where you get it. So at the end of the day, it's difficult to listen to people like her because you just know that they're going to say a bunch of nonsense, and then they're in their echo chambers where they're just going to get gassed up and told, you go, girl.